Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night, a knot in your stomach, thinking about the future? Maybe you're in your 60s or 70s, perhaps even 80, and the worry creeps in. The worry that you didn't save enough, or maybe didn't save anything at all. For retirement? The reality for many is that retirement seems like a distant, maybe even impossible, dream when there aren't decades left to build up a massive nest egg. It can feel overwhelming, like you've missed the boat. You see others talking about their savings or pensions, and you feel a pang of anxiety, maybe even regret. It's a painful place to be, feeling uncertain about your financial security as you get older. But what if I told you there are concrete, actionable steps you can take right now, today? No matter your age, that can significantly change your picture and bring you more peace of mind. It's not too late. There isn't a magic secret that will instantly make millions appear, but there is a path forward. In this video, we're going to look at 5 essential steps you can follow to start securing your future, even if you're starting from zero right now. These steps aren't about getting rich quick. They're about building a solid foundation and making the most of every resource available to you. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you about the help that's out there. So let's dive into the first crucial step. The very beginning of taking control is understanding exactly where you stand right now. This might sound simple, but it's something many people avoid because they're afraid of what they'll find. However, facing the reality, no matter how uncomfortable it feels, is the absolute necessary first step. Think of it like getting a map before starting a journey. You need to know where you are to figure out how to get where you want to go. This means taking a really honest look at your current financial situation. What income is coming in? List every source: Social Security, any small pension, part-time work, anything at all. Then, list absolutely everything that goes out. This is where you need to be meticulous. Go through your bank statements and credit card bills for the last few months. Track every single expense: rent or mortgage payments, utilities like electricity, gas, water, phone, internet, food, costs, transportation, gas, car maintenance, public transport fares, healthcare costs, insurance premiums, doctor visits, prescriptions, any loan payments, maybe a car loan, personal loan, or even outstanding credit card balances. Don't forget smaller, often overlooked expenses like subscriptions, streaming services you might not watch much, gym memberships you don't use, magazine subscriptions. Even small, regular purchases like daily coffees or treats add up over a month and a year. The goal here is not to judge yourself, but simply to see the clear picture. Write it all down. You can use a notebook, a simple spreadsheet on a computer, or even just a piece of paper divided into 2 columns: income and expenses. Be as detailed as possible. Sometimes, people are surprised to find out exactly where their money is going. They might realize they're spending more on certain things than they thought. This clear view of your income versus your expenses will show you if you have any money left over each month, or if you are consistently spending more than you earn. If you're spending more than you earn, that's okay. Acknowledging it is the first brave step towards changing it. This assessment also includes looking at any assets you might have. Maybe you own your home, or perhaps there's an old savings account you forgot about, or a small insurance policy. List these too. And importantly, are you already receiving all the benefits you might be eligible for? This could include Social Security retirement benefits, Supplemental Security Income SSI if your income is very low, or help with healthcare costs. Many people, especially those who haven't saved, are eligible for more assistance than they realize. This initial assessment is about gathering all the facts. It's like emptying out a cluttered drawer. You see everything that's in there, good and bad, useful and not so useful. Once you have this clear picture, your income, your expenses, and any existing assets or benefits, you have your starting point. Without this, any other steps you take will be like walking blindfolded. It gives you the foundation upon which you can build a plan. It shows you where the pressure points are, where you're spending the most, or where income is lacking. Taking this step requires honesty and a bit of effort to gather all the information. But it is absolutely essential. It empowers you because it replaces uncertainty with knowledge. You move from feeling overwhelmed by the unknown to having concrete numbers to work with. And knowing the numbers is the first step to changing them. Now that you have this clear picture of where you stand financially, you're ready to move on to the second critical step, which directly uses the information you just gathered about your spending. This next step is about taking that expense list you just created and making some tough but necessary decisions. We're talking about cutting costs and doing it aggressively but smartly. Look at that list of expenses. Where can you realistically reduce spending? This isn't about depriving yourself entirely, but about identifying areas where you can make significant cuts, even small ones that add up, without sacrificing your basic needs and well-being. Start with the non-essentials. Those subscriptions we talked about. Which ones do you actually use and value? Can you cancel one or two? Look at entertainment costs. Are there free or low-cost alternatives? Many communities offer free events, library resources, or senior-specific activities. Dining out or getting takeout is a big one for many people. Cooking at home is almost always cheaper and often healthier. Even reducing dining out from several times a week to once a week or a few times a month can free up a considerable amount of money. Look at your utility bills. Are there ways to reduce energy consumption? Turning down the thermostat a degree or two, using energy-efficient light bulbs, ensuring your home is properly insulated, taking shorter showers. Small changes here can lower those bills over time. Can you reduce transportation costs? Maybe walk more for nearby errands. Look into senior discounts for public transport, or carpool if possible. Review your phone and internet plans. Are you on the best plan for your needs? Could you switch providers or negotiate a lower rate? Healthcare costs can be difficult to reduce, but ensure you're utilizing preventative care covered by insurance to avoid more expensive issues down the line. And always ask your doctor if there are lower-cost generic options for prescriptions. This step might also involve looking at bigger picture expenses. Is your housing situation costing too much? This is a harder conversation. But for some, downsizing to a smaller home, moving to a lower-cost area, or even exploring shared housing options could free up a significant amount of money. This isn't a decision to be taken lightly, but it's a possibility to consider if your current housing is a major financial strain. The key is to go through every single expense item by item and ask yourself, is this essential? Can I reduce this? Is there a free or cheaper alternative? Don't dismiss small savings. Saving $5 here and $10 there adds up. If you can cut $50 or $100 a month, that's $600 or $1,200 a year that can be redirected towards building a cushion or addressing immediate needs. Think of it as finding hidden money in your own budget. It's not about living a miserable, deprived life, but about prioritizing and making conscious choices about where your money goes. It requires discipline, but the peace of mind it brings knowing you're actively managing your money is invaluable. Let me share a quick example. I heard about a woman, let's call her Eleanor, in her late 60s who was really worried. She sat down and did this exercise, listing everything. She realized she was spending a surprising amount on premium cable channels she barely watched, a gym membership she hadn't used in months due to a knee issue, and buying lunch out every single workday. By cutting the cable and the gym membership and making her own lunch, she saved nearly $200 a month. That might not sound like a fortune, but for her, it meant she could cover an unexpected medical bill without going into debt, which was a huge relief. It's about finding those pockets of money that are already there but being spent without much thought. This process is ongoing. It's not a one-time fix. You should review your budget and spending regularly to ensure you're staying on track and identify new areas for potential savings. Now that you have a handle on where your money is going and have started to plug some of the leaks, the next crucial step is about increasing the money coming in. This leads us to the third essential step, exploring ways to increase your income. Even if it's just a little bit at first. When you're past the traditional working age and haven't saved, the idea of earning more might seem daunting. You might think employers aren't interested in hiring older workers, or that you don't have skills that are in demand. But that's often not true. There are many ways to earn extra money at this stage of life, and it doesn't necessarily mean going back to a demanding full-time job. The goal is to find flexible ways to supplement your income. Think about your skills and experience. What have you done throughout your life? What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? Could you use those skills for part-time work? Many companies value the reliability and experience of older workers, especially for customer service roles, administrative tasks, or consulting. There's also a growing gig economy that offers flexibility. Could you drive for a ride-sharing service for a few hours a week, deliver groceries, offer handyman or cleaning services, do freelance writing, editing, or graphic design if you have those skills? The internet has opened up many possibilities for earning from home: online tutoring, virtual assistant roles, data entry, participating in paid surveys. Think smaller scale too. Could you babysit or pet, sit, do yard work for neighbors, tutor local students, sell crafts or baked goods if you have a hobby you enjoy? What about leveraging your assets, if you have any? Could you rent out a spare room in your house if it's safe and feasible? Could you sell items you no longer need or use? Go through your home and identify things you could sell online or at a local market. Even small amounts of money earned this way can make a difference. It's about being creative and open to possibilities you might not have considered before. Earning even a few $100 extra a month can significantly impact your financial situation when you have limited or no savings. It can help cover essential bills, build a small emergency fund, or allow for some modest discretionary spending that improves your quality of life. It's not just about the money. It's also about staying active, engaged, and feeling productive. Finding work or income opportunities can provide social interaction and a sense of purpose, which are important at any age. I remember speaking with a gentleman, David, who was in his early 70s. He'd been a carpenter his whole life, but retired due to physical strain. He missed working with wood. He started making small birdhouses and garden ornaments as a hobby. Friends and neighbors started asking to buy them. He set up a small table at a local weekend market and started selling them. It wasn't a huge income, but it covered his grocery bills each month and gave him immense satisfaction. He was using his lifelong skills in a less physically demanding way. Earning money and connecting with people, it's about finding what works for you and your capabilities. This isn't about working yourself into the ground, but about finding sustainable ways to bring in extra money that fit your life now. The combination of cutting expenses and increasing income, even modestly in both areas, can create a positive shift in your financial flow as you start to see some small amounts of money becoming available or your debt reducing. You'll feel more in control. This is the active part of building your future, but you don't have to do it all alone. And that leads us into the fourth critical step, which involves utilizing external resources designed to help people just like you. This fourth step is absolutely crucial and often overlooked. Actively seeking out and maximizing any and all benefits and assistance programs you might be eligible for. There are government programs, local initiatives, and nonprofit organizations specifically designed to provide financial, housing, food, and healthcare assistance to older adults with limited income and assets. Don't ever feel ashamed or proud to ask for help when you need it. These programs exist for this very reason, and you've likely contributed to them through taxes throughout your working life. Start with the big ones. Are you receiving your full Social Security retirement benefit if you haven't applied yet? Or if your circumstances have changed? Check with the Social Security Administration. Are you eligible for Supplemental Security Income (SSI)? This is a federal program that provides monthly payments to older adults with limited income and resources. The rules can be complex, but it's worth investigating. Look into healthcare assistance. In many countries, there are programs like Medicare, Medicaid, or other national health services that can cover medical costs. Are there programs to help with prescription drug costs? Are you utilizing preventative care services that are covered beyond federal programs? Look at state or local assistance. Many areas have programs to help with housing costs, like rental assistance or property tax relief for seniors. There are often programs to help with utility bills, especially during cold winters or hot summers. Food assistance programs, like food stamps or local food banks, can significantly reduce your grocery expenses. Many communities have senior centers or local agencies on aging that offer meals, either free or at a very low cost, and can also connect you with other resources. Transportation is another area where assistance might be available. Discounted bus passes, paratransit services for those with mobility issues, or volunteer driver programs. Don't forget about senior discounts. Many businesses, from grocery stores to pharmacies to restaurants, offer discounts for older adults. Always ask. The key here is proactive research and application. These benefits aren't usually given automatically. You have to apply for them. The application process can sometimes be confusing or time-consuming, but the potential benefits are immense. Think about it. Getting assistance with housing, food, or healthcare costs directly reduces your major expenses. Freeing up your limited income for other needs, or even allowing you to start saving a small amount. A common obstacle here is not knowing where to find this information or feeling overwhelmed by the process. This is where the next step becomes incredibly valuable. But before we get there, let's reinforce the importance of this benefit exploration. It's not about getting a handout. It's about accessing the support systems that are in place to help ensure a basic quality of life for older citizens who are struggling financially. Many people miss out on benefits they are eligible for simply because they don't know about them or don't pursue the application process. Take the time to research what's available in your specific location. A good place to start is often your local area agency on aging or senior services office. They are specifically there to help guide you through these resources. Remember Eleanor from before, who saved $200 a month. She also discovered she was eligible for a local property tax reduction program for seniors and a program that helped with her internet bill. These added savings, combined with her expense cuts, made a world of difference to her feeling of security. It requires persistence, perhaps making phone calls and filling out forms. But the payoff in reduced stress and increased financial stability is worth the effort. Now, let's talk about the final step, the one that can tie all of this together and provide invaluable guidance. This fifth and final step, which might be the most surprising and helpful for many, is seeking professional, often free, advice. You might hear the word financial advisor and think it's only for wealthy people, or that it costs a lot of money. But there are many resources available that provide financial counseling and advice specifically for people with low to moderate incomes, and often for free. Nonprofit credit counseling agencies can help you understand your debt, create a budget, and negotiate with creditors. Many of these agencies offer services specifically tailored to seniors. Your local area agency on aging or senior services office, which I mentioned earlier, is an incredible resource. They have staff or volunteers who are knowledgeable about all the local, state, and federal benefits available. They can help you navigate the application processes, understand eligibility criteria, and connect you with other relevant services like legal aid or housing assistance. Think of them as navigators guiding you through complex systems. These organizations are there to help you assess your situation holistically, not just your finances, but also your health, housing, and social needs, and create a plan that addresses everything. They can help you prioritize your expenses, understand your social security options, figure out how to apply for food assistance, and even help you explore those part-time work possibilities. They often have relationships with other local service providers and can make referrals. The surprise I mentioned at the beginning, it's often the sheer amount of free, expert help available that many people simply don't know about or are hesitant to access. You don't have to figure all of this out on your own. There are trained professionals who want to help you. They can look at your unique situation, your income, your expenses, your potential eligibility for benefits, and help you create a personalized plan. They can help you understand your options in a clear, step-by-step way, making the entire process feel less overwhelming. For example, a nonprofit financial counselor might help you negotiate a lower payment plan for a medical bill, or help you understand the impact of using a reverse mortgage if that's something you're considering. A counselor at a senior services agency might help you fill out the complicated application for a utility assistance program, or explain the differences between different Medicare plans. Utilizing these resources is like having a knowledgeable friend or guide walk you through the process. It provides accountability, expertise, and support. It removes the barrier of feeling lost or confused about what to do next. It empowers you to make informed decisions about your future. Remember, this isn't about judgment. These professionals are there to help you improve your situation from wherever you are starting. They understand that life happens, and many people reach their later years without the savings they hoped for. Their goal is to help you find stability and peace of mind. So, we've covered the 5 essential steps. First, getting a brutally honest picture of your current financial situation, income, and expenses. Second, aggressively cutting unnecessary costs to free up money. Third, exploring opportunities to earn some additional income, even part-time or through hobbies. Fourth, diligently seeking out and applying for all the benefits and assistance programs you might be eligible for. And fifth, reaching out to free professional resources like nonprofit financial counselors and senior services agencies for expert guidance and support. Taking these steps might seem challenging, especially if you feel overwhelmed right now. But please know that taking action, even small steps, is the key. Start with just the first step. Sit down and figure out your income and expenses. Don't try to do everything at once. Take it one step at a time. Every small change you make, every dollar you save, every benefit you access, and every piece of advice you receive moves you closer to a more secure future. It's never too late to improve your situation. Your age is not a barrier to taking control and making positive changes. There are resources available, and there are possibilities waiting for you. Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate the small wins along the way. You are capable of navigating this, and help is available. Remember, small changes really can make a big difference to your financial well-being and your peace of mind. Don't let fear or embarrassment hold you back. Reach out, ask questions, and take action. You deserve to feel secure and comfortable as you get older. If this video was helpful to you, or if you have experiences or tips of your own to share, please leave a comment below. Your insights could help someone else who is going through something similar. And if you'd like more practical advice and encouragement for living your best life at every age, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Taking control of your finances is a powerful step towards living your best life. No matter your age or how much you have saved, you can do this.